Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 19, Week 5. Taking another look at the Juggling Juggernauts taking on Why So Serious.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant
Last time we saw the Why So Serious lineup kinda, let's just say stumble would be the nice way to put it. It'd be really nice to analyze that on like a draft or strategic basis, but instead you have to analyze that on they got stomped in 3 lanes and then in the mid-game basis. Kind of reminds me of that Gotham team from a couple of seasons ago. It's like they had a team where it's like if that hadn't happened to them, hey, there'd be something to talk about otherwise. But no, they just lost 3 lanes, that was it. Bounty Hunter ban, Witch Doctor ban, mostly the same bands coming out so far.
10 seconds remaining.
In fact, only the same bands coming out so far. Making me very paranoid if this is actually Game 2 or not. Hopefully it is.
Dire team ban.
Lich band.
Radiant team ban.
No clockwork this time. Okay, that was the change out. Is they exchanged the lion for the clockwork here. They want to turn that power out.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Gonna take the Neeks again. I mean, hey, it worked for them last time, so I guess it makes sense. Like, big time worked for them. I think they're definitely going to want to pick a support, at least, a Pos 5, that's not going to be quite as vulnerable to the old Neeks Assassin. And it's like, or it's not like there's that many heroes that are like good into Neeks in that capacity, but at least heroes that'll win the lane against him. I don't think that they're all that unlikely to find. What do you think, Ice Frog? If you were picking a support that's going to lane well into Neeks and also like do things, who would you pick?
I don't know. Something with a stun, probably Lion.
And Lion is on the board this time. You're gonna go with Spirit Breaker. I guess that has a stun. It might be Golden Dragon.
Dire team ban.
Chug ban and the Lifestealer ban. We hate guys with magic immunity. Or, sorry, debuff immunity.
Politically correctness.
True. So, yeah, that's how we should treat it. We should treat, like, all the weird reterms and renames like they're just, like those annoying, like, well,
5 seconds remaining.
politically correct movements from the 90s that nobody ever actually cared about. Like, it's just, oh, I'm sorry. Debuff immunity, just be really snooty about it.
Dire team
Be an asshole about it.
Debuff immunity.
Huh.
Radiant team pick.
Well, that's Shadow Shaman. That should do a little better at least.
No, it isn't his Rasta.
He literally said, I am Shadow Shaman.
No, he didn't. He said, I am Rasta.
10 seconds remaining.
Are you sure?
Yes.
5 seconds remaining.
Go get a screenshot from the Dota 2 wiki of that line. I have always heard it as I am Shadow Shaman.
It's Rasta the hero.
Well, yeah, his actual name is Rasta, which if you think about it would have worked a lot better for Witch Doctor. But
Radiant team pick.
They didn't want to be racist.
that's true. They didn't want to be that racist. They weren't going to take a guy with who's named Witch Doctor who has a big bone through his nose and speaks in a over-the-top Jamaican accent and then call him Rasta. That would just be too far. Lion and Pangolier coming up.
So they didn't give him a name instead.
They did give him a name, didn't they? Just like something weird nobody remembers ever.
10 seconds remaining.
Find out.
The only Dota hero Dota hero. Yeah, Zarvako. Nobody's gonna remember that crap. The only Dota
to the popular novel and film Dr. Zhivago.
There you go.
apparently.
Dr. Trivago. The only hero names that I remember that are not in common use are like Centaur Warrunner's name is Brad Warden, which is funny because it's almost Chad Warden. Shadow Shaman is Rasta, Blaze it.
Barithroom.
I don't think about his name very much, so not him.
But he's in the game.
Yeah, he's right there, in fact, but I don't think about his name much, is what I'm saying. There's Axe. Mogul Khan is Axe's name. That one's pretty easy to remember. He's very Mongolian.
Yeah. And there's Balinar.
Who the hell is that?
10 seconds remaining.
Forget.
5
I
seconds
don't
remaining.
remember. There's Night Terror.
That better be Night Stalker.
I do believe it is.
Okay, good.
Just maybe.
What a whiff if it's not. The funnier one is when it's like a hero you know by their name, but people refer them as the job title. Which I think is really only Potom, which is only only like Dota 1 people. Spectre coming up here. Axe Spectre. If it wasn't for that Spirit Breaker, this would be almost a microcosm of teams this patch. A great way for this lineup to go out, I guess.
Shadow Fiend's name is Nevermore.
10
Oh yeah!
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes.
5 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
Churl Warlord is Jarakal, and he says it sometimes.
Yeah.
He's like, Jarakal!
Radiant team back.
So aggressive with his own name.
He's aggressive with everything he says. He's always pissed off. And so is Shadow Demon, because he's just Troll Warlord with the little voice filter on him. Dawnbreaker coming out, so we're getting like all the classics here. If it wasn't for that Lich Band, this would just be just the best of this patch.
10 seconds remaining.
Sorry, Faceless Void is Dark Terror. That's what it was.
5 seconds remaining.
There's Gondar. If you know who
I am
that
getting
is.
added in League Chat. Balinar is Night Stalker. My brother in Christ, you could have said that in the Twitch chat. You didn't need to add me in the... Okay.
Who did?
Dire
That would be
team
Seon Tanks. Who's who of Meta Heroes? I will tell, I like how they got, once again, they got the Neek Dawnbreaker combo. Just covering all their
5
bases.
seconds remaining.
Feels like you always see that. You never see the other guys get Neeks when this happens, but... I will say it is very interesting. They kind of picked... the first few picks came out like they had... Minerva was Windrunner's name? Yeah, that's true. Furion, of course. Furion is not even his name anymore. He has some stupid other name. I didn't even know that until Crafty Potato told me all the way back in Season 13. But, he has some other name now. Nobody cares about it. Nobody even knows it.
Team pick.
Just still call him Furion. Feel like it's almost a waste of your time to try and go for the classics when you're banning Kingfisher heroes, because you know he's just gonna pick something crazy like half the time.
10
Like if he's not gonna get to play like a Storm Spirit or a Quap or something right like that, you know he's just gonna be like, I don't know, give me Disruptor mid. My name's Kingfisher. I tell you what, go on down there. Give me that Disruptor mid. I'm gonna give that a spin, something like that. That's how he sounds, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's true. It's even more true then than it was when I thought Big Boy LaCroix sounded like that for a few years. Okay, quick. Pop quiz. What's Wraith King's name?
Skeletar.
No, it's Asterion. Which was really fitting back when he was a skeleton. And when he still is a skeleton from time to time, I guess.
Osteoporosis. Having nerve.
Dire
Yeah.
team pick.
Yeah, his name was Osteoporosis. Good God, it really is just the the best of this patch. Everybody is here at Smash Ultimate. Only Lich didn't get his invitation. He's the Waluigi of this particular game.
No, they're gonna last pick Lich here. They have
They're gonna
3.
break their own ban.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep.
We recuse our own ban. JK, bro. Slark?
Choose your hero.
Huh? Guys, you didn't win last game. You can't do that. You're allowed to pick something like this when you win your game 1. You're not allowed to pick something like this when you get your ass kicked.
Do you know what Spectre's actual name is?
Spectre. But
Nope.
spelled right.
No.
S-P-E-C-T-E-R. The S-P-E-C-T-R-E.
Mercurial.
I should have known that. It's like Mercurial's Call, isn't there? I think that's the thing that makes her talk normal.
I think so.
Instead of using them fancy schmancy backwards words. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, nowhere to be found in this game. Listen, Dota has the least respect per capita of any game that may be out there. If you don't believe me, go into a pub and turn chat on. You won't get respected by your enemies, you won't get respected by your allies, you won't even get respected by me if I'm sitting there spectating. I mean, it's rough.
Or you could just go into a game and turn your chat off and watch the things happen.
It's true. Even in that case, even if you turn chat off, it still worms its way through. Oh, Grace Jam has that has the anime Dragon Knight. You don't see that too much anymore.
Prepare for battle.
No, because it sucks.
Damn, at Grace Knight. This time, Jumpman decided to wish Sherbrooks good luck, who had like a horrific, ungodly game last time. So
they picked the hero that he couldn't get one shot on against the next assassin. Strategic.
it's true. Yeah, it's a better lineup. And in some ways, it feels like this lineup has learned. In some ways, it hasn't.
Unfortunate Rasta timing.
Yeah. He was looking at chat, and now this happened.
No, he was just walking straight towards the Watcher and got smacked instead.
And somebody played a sad trumpet.
We can't tell who. We still don't have abilities, unfortunately.
30
Yeah,
seconds.
that's probably not going to change for the rest of the week, if I'm being honest. I feel like that's probably just an old replay thing at this point.
Probably.
Is this on X? That's interesting. There's some ways I like this lineup more. There's some ways it feels like they've learned from their mistakes. There's other ways they haven't. In particular, poor Jaso. It was already kind of a interesting looking Spectre game when he picked it, and it sure got bad. He got stunned right in front of the bounty rune by the lion here. Who may pay for it with his life, at least. Who's that? Nope, never mind. Trashboat's gonna come in and jump on their heads, Mario style. Get a couple 100 points and then be happy with it. Yeah, I mean, if Trashboat beat Batrider on the Pangolier at mid, if he doesn't beat the Slurk, I'm gonna scratch my head and question what happened to him. Like, this shouldn't be good for him. This is like an awful matchup. Cerberus getting picked here way in the back lines by the Radiant off lane here. This is like such a bad-looking Spectre game. It's like, pop quiz. Who do you jump on and like kill without them just getting saved immediately by their global save?
Shima, probably the next assassin and or the lion. They're pretty squishy. They could die fast.
It's true. You ult the Neeks assassin. He hits Carapace. The Dawnbreaker ults on top of his head, and you don't get the kill and have to leave.
Oh no, the half a second Carapace then. So terrifying.
Well, it gives him time to get the Dawnbreaker to actually jump on his head.
Yeah, and then the Dawnbreaker dies. 2. You just bring 3 heroes.
Well, that shouldn't happen. That's kind of the problem, is you need, like, 3 heroes to do anything on Spectre. It's really not the ideal way to do Spectre this patch. You really want games where you can just solo somebody. That's not
Well,
really going to be an option here.
It's easy. You just get an Orchid as Spectre, and then everyone dies.
That's true. You just get an Orchid as Spectre, and you hope to Jesus Christ Almighty that Higgs has bad reaction times, and Lion doesn't build anything about it.
No. There is no reaction time. That shit is so fast, if you are good about it, you cannot react to it fast enough.
I feel like you should.
No,
I feel like
them,
skill issue if you can't. Sorry to any pro players that have that couldn't carapace.
Played enough Dota.
Sorry to any pro players that couldn't carapace, but you get like 5 frames. Come on now.
It's not about carapace. It's the jumping and the orchiding. It's instant. Like I'm not kidding about this. You have not played enough Dota recently. If you are thinking that it's possible to react to that one.
We'll see how it goes. I'm not holding my breath. I don't think she gets anything done without friends here.
I guarantee you she'll get a lot done with just an Orchid. If she plays it right.
And even then, it's really only Nyx, because you can just build, like, Yules on the line. You can build a lot of things on the line to just get rid of that crap, and then that's done.
Yules on the Nyx, too.
You could also do that, yeah. It's a lot more awkward to get it on the Nyx. I don't think you would really like to do it on the Nyx, but if it gets bad, you can. So there's another option for you.
But that's the same with any defensive item.
True.
They're meant to keep people alive.
Well, I think the thing is, Nyx would just rather never be building defensive items, because even as a support, he just likes to funnel all of his money into killing you quickly. Lion, not really in the same boat, so he is A-okay just buying up that Yules or whatever. I also am kind of worried about the exact reverse situation. I mean, they gotta be really good about their vision game in this particular game, and I think it's a little rough for the Jaso team. They didn't really seem to have that last time. See this happening. Okay, yeah, this is just a simple run-over situation here on the line, just melted in the battle hunger. But like, if you get the Nyx, if the Nyx finds a Spectre jungling for a decently large portion of this game, and gets the Dawnbreaker follow-up, it can get rough on you.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Oh, I thought he was gonna die there. Turned it around at the last second to get rid of the Spectre. Once again, so far, last hit's cleanly favoring Radiant. About this time last match, they were about equal. This time, not with the exception of the Tidehunter, who was pretty behind. This time, not really a contest. Everybody's... Oh, Kingfisher's actually turning around here at mid, surprisingly. But that's it. That's the only one.
Slark against Universal Heroes takes 2.7 damage away per hit. Or 2.1 in this patch. Yeah.
Very nice.
Losing 2 damage a hit, pretty bad.
Axe gets a really nice looking call here. Power's going out. Just takes out the Lion here. Dragon Knight turning around.
Carry on with whatever.
Carry on with whatever.
DK says.
Oh man, very aggressive play here from the Dawnbreaker. Is going to get the Spirit Breaker into this lane. Going to charge at the Nyx, trying to fish for a little counterattack kill. Nyx doesn't really have any way to stop this from happening. He's pretty well doomed, but he's a little faster.
He's got boots. He's outspeeds. I don't know why he didn't just run under tower. He's perfectly fine.
Spirit Breaker also has boots.
Nyx's higher base movement speed.
Yep. The Lotus pool on these replays just doesn't exist. You can't even see it. Very nice.
No Lotus.
Yep, you can see a nice centipede though. So that had the opportunity to be really scary for the jumping Juggernauts' offline here, but pretty much just went back to status quo after Spirit Breaker went home. He's coming bot here with the Slark. Slark making a rotation from mid.
Spectre Shaman.
Oh, nice shot. Oh man, Golden Dragon almost dead here. Trashboat's gonna try and get the job done, does indeed, with the inaugural ult.
Dragon is dead.
Looking for the Slark to follow up. Slark uses his first ult and, to counter it. So kind of awkward moment for Slark, who came all the way here from mid just to get kind of denied a kill. Didn't even get the Lion because of that very nicely timed stun on the part of Power. And Trashboat did also, vaguely waste his time going down for that, but, you know, at least he got a kill, you know?
Yeah, that play was over when the DK, or when that Lion hit the double stun.
Has been killed.
The, Dire tried to
Nyx is
dive
now
tower
down.
here.
Lion
Next
is
called
incredible.
the Dragon Knight. Not really who you want to get the call on. Going to get the Battle Hunger on the Lion. Oh no, they can't get the job done. Spirit Breaker's going to come in from the other lane. Axe is going to find a Lotus. Grace Jam's going to breathe fire where she thinks the Axe is. He's not actually there. Pangolier in the tower, just high five. Two stuns come in to save the Dragon Knight, who gets into fog just at the right time to not get Battle Hungered here. Battle Hunger is going to come out and double kill as Axe and Dragon Knight kill each other literally simultaneously. What a proceeding.
Middle tower is under attack.
Beneficial for the Axe, I would say, more than anything. The Dragon Knight's well over him in net worth and died first, so there you go.
And experience.
Spear Breaker making a charge here on Trashboat of mid, who has no mana.
Nothing happens out of this, except canceling his clarity, which is funny.
I can't remember if it was, okay, goodbye Kingfisher, were you watching? This is how it's done. Ouch.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
starting to figure out why the Jaso team didn't request this week. This is the first week they didn't request in any capacity. I'm starting to figure out why.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dawnbreaker getting charged in by the Spear Breaker.
It's not level 6 yet, they don't get this good.
Gets a very good call come out for Axe at the very last second. Nothing actually done with it. Neeks just reflected 9 things with Carapace, which is pretty funny. Get a TP up here from the Lion. This is funny. This isn't 2 ships pass in the night. This is 2 ships crash into each other in the night and then leave. Like, nobody can actually get a kill. So you just have all these rotations, all these lanes, where you have these wacky early game, 3v3s, 4v4s, but nobody actually dies.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
Spear
attack.
Breaker has a lot of last hits, comparatively speaking.
A worthy bounty.
Brigham Knight is a worthy bounty, comparatively speaking. Just finish up his Mask of Madness, going the very typical build this patch. I wonder if there's going to be any desync. There's never been a patch with, like, replay desync, but there were a lot of very fundamental mechanics that changed this time, which makes me think. I hear Spectre noises. They're going here on this Neeks Assassin up top. It's not really going how they wanted it to, though, as the intervention timely of the Pangolier has put a stop to it. They do get the jump man after all. They do put the cap on the Neeks, but, like, who cares? They just lost 2 for it. And one of them was a Spectre.
Radiant's courier has been
I guess they just got a magic wand killed. There's that. Oh, bad news for Spirit Breaker. As the Dawnbreaker catches up to him, finishes the job.
Your wife died of cancer.
Sorry to Mrs. Chobro if she's watching. I don't know, Chobro gives me like 20-year-old college students vibes. There probably isn't a Miss Chobro.
No, Spear Breaker's wife, not
Oh,
Chobro.
Mrs.
You said bad news
Breaker.
for Spear Breaker. Your wife died of cancer.
Bad news for Mrs. Breaker as well. We'd like to I'd like to take this moment to just give a special shout out to the surviving members of Mrs. Breaker's family. It's been a very rough couple of weeks.
I can imagine.
I'd also like to apologize to everybody who's hearing this really dark joke that just kind of came out of left field. Ice Frog is sick. That's our excuse.
There's no excuse.
Look, it's like a regular safe lane you would see. Take a look at the net worth chart. No surprises here, though. Spectre is doing even worse than I thought she would be. It's a bad week for Jaso in general.
Nyx is about to overtake Jaso again. It's really unfortunate. What did Axe call? Oh,
Creeps. Yeah.
Radiant are
Good on him because he's very low. Quick, go do that ancient camp. It'll be really funny.
Dyer's bottom tower has
Go buy yourself a salve.
Oh, nice. There's no tower announcements here. Oh, I think Slark kind of saw that coming, but just a moment too late. I noticed he turned around really quick on that go. His friends have shown up here. He got a big ward trap. Dawnbreaker's gonna try and jump out. Probably should have jumped somebody else if I'm being honest, but oh well.
She wasn't trying to escape, she was trying to win the fight.
I guess that's true.
But she succeeded for such far. Axe unfortunately does not get the Culling Blade. Because he does too much damage with the right click.
Trashboat trying to going very deep here to try and get rid of the
He had a shield. It was perfect.
has been killed.
well, he's somewhat perfectly fine. They still take away his agi every time they hit him, and also that happened. He just walked into the axe, who was right in front of the wards. And only Grace Champ survives, it's over. Oh my god, Dawnbreaker's come back for round 2. It was a very long fight. I guess it was, yeah, in the Dyer's favor. 5 for 3 trade there. 3,542 gold passed into the hands of the Dyer. I think Radiant just went a little crazy there in general. A little overconfident, but hey, they still did get quite a lot done. And they did still at least get a post-team fight kill on the Slark here. Yeah, that was a very strange fight, I think. Like, there are so many very small things where if they didn't happen, the Radiant probably wins them. Like, if Trashboat doesn't lose all of his HP trying to tower dive to get the last hit on a Shadow Shaman, okay, that's not how you get away from Dawnbreaker, chill, bro.
Is under attack.
That does not work. Okay, they found Axe back here. He's still banged up from the last fight. He's trying to get a kill on this stack of Ancients here. Doesn't get it. If these guys are smart, they'll do that stack sooner than later. Trashboat started his ult so early here. He is coming from so far away. Does get the job done though. Slark just goes down immediately. Just no time at all. Shadow Shaman looking to follow here. Drops the snakes very casually. Once again, everybody kills all of the fakes before they kill the real shaman. Everybody has to ping where the actual shaman is. I think every time that's happened this game, where the shaman has the stupid chicken thing, every time they've killed all the illusions before they killed the real thing.
Can't win a war without
Radiant's
money.
middle tower is under attack.
Shoutouts to Kyrie.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, that's the girl in Kingdom Hearts, right?
No.
Oh, is that what people are calling Kyrix these days?
Nope.
Oh, that's the girl from Kingdom Hearts 2, right?
Nope.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure there's a character in that game called that.
Yes, her name is Kyrie, but that's not what he was referring to. Kairi is how it's spelled.
Yeah, but it's pronounced the same.
Not really.
And I'm doing commentary, not readmentary, you know.
There was a reference to Kyrie Irving. Not Kyrie, Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving.
The basketball player.
From basketball, yeah.
Dyer's bottom tower is
You really I was like, what Dota pro player is named Kyrie that I'm not familiar with?
None of the above.
No, I don't know. I don't know who Kyrie is. That's the answer. And Jumpman doesn't know what anything is anymore. Walks right into 5 people. Well, walks right into 4 people. Then Spectre makes it 5, and he dies.
Is under attack.
Looking for Trashboat here. The Slark is. He doesn't know that Trashboat has his double damage rune.
Is under attack.
And the diffuser.
Immediately pops it, turns around, but thinks better of it, keeps walking, figures his team is behind him, and that's true. Dawnbreaker coming in. Oh, that's super awkward for War Spirit Breaker. Super awkward for War Axe, who just jumped into a multiple just combo of stuns. Everybody on this team going down in no time. This does not look good for Shadow Shaman. Nope. 4 for 0. I mean, I guess it's 4 for 1 if you count the kill that happened a long time before it, but
Does not look good for Dire in general.
you could say it's looking a little,
Dire, yeah.
Are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
At least Jaso's been free farming down here for a while. Nobody's even thought of him in a minute.
Radiant's bottom
18-minute
tower is
Orchid,
under
though.
attack.
That's true, yeah. It's a very late Orchid. He's very behind. Bottom core, well, he was the bottom of the core lineup, but you know, at least he's had some time to catch his breath and turn things around. He's only barely double what the Dawnbreaker is. Another big catch. 3-man call here from the Axe is
Would've been a
likely
lot
going to
bigger
get
if
all of them
Spearbreaker
killed.
didn't stun them all.
The funny use of the roll-up there by the Pangolier. Axe here, about battle hunger. Please use that. I think that's the good thing about Axe's badge. Slark tries to get some more work done in the light of this. Doesn't find anything. He just kind of dies.
Slark died inside of
Oh, yeah.
Shadowlands because his teammates were standing beside him. It was funny.
Very nice. So
Just
5 for
look
1
at the-
trade, 2,214 gold in the Radiant's hands.
Top tower is
Kingfisher,
under
don't tell me that you bought a Glimmer Cape on Slark.
What, you mean this?
I am sorely disappointed in you.
Why on everyone, bro?
Not
Listen,
the
Ice
first thing.
Frog. Listen, Ice Frog. You buy Glimmer Cape, the first item on everyone. It's the. Play this patch. Please report Slark for noob. True.
That was a while ago.
Probably. Oh,
Did you just watch
Lots
Nyx
of-
fail to carapace the Spectre jump?
yes. Oh my god, I was watching that too. And he said question mark in alt chat. So he failed to carapace the jump. The problem is that the thing I said would happen if that happened still happened anyway. He didn't carapace the Spectre jump, and it was
mean, yeah,
really
yeah,
sad.
the
Also, Spectre
entire
died
team
in
was
1
there.
second.
Yeah, because their entire team was there. It was just Dawnbreaker. It's a good chance the two just die.
No! Says Trashboat.
I think his courier died or some shit.
Going for another early eggs. He's finding the Slark here. He's just rolling up. He gets God to just rolls up. They snipe the lion out in the back line while this nonsense is happening.
Painful watch.
There's just nothing happening. Let's see what's going on down here instead. Golden Dragon's getting chopped to pieces by the Dawnbreaker. Jaso is stacking an ancient camp at 21 seconds, and by that I mean he's just walking away from it.
Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower
rough
is
game.
under attack.
Yeah, he is now officially less than half a Dawnbreaker's net worth. The Neeks is nearly higher than everybody again. And he's been having a much worse. What? Okay, he was just sped up. I thought he turned around and was like, whoever he was charging just suddenly TP'd into his base or something. Oh look, it's Roshan. See?
Yeah.
Radiant kill
Roshan
Dyer's
hasn't given-
Roshan. Get the.
Sean hasn't given you a shard in so long. They ignore
Yeah,
the
sure.
wisdom rune though.
Yeah, also true. Yeah. Literally nobody watching that timer. Very sad.
Hey, let's take this 20-minute objective and not stay for the 21-minute objective in the same location.
Yeah, true. Shout us to helogaming.me. I believe that's Grace Jam's website. That is.
What is that?
It's like a weird thing she made for 82L, I think, mostly. It's got a bunch of, like, weird... It's like what Strats does for pro players, but for everyone, basically. It just has, like, a lot more account detail type situations, like weird spreadsheets and whatnot.
I see.
Nearly completed the Ags on the Dragon Knight. Got S&Y, Mask of Madness, and Armlet to go with it. Now they're doing PC Dota Wind Waker Tornado. The classic. How did this happen? They did not. They changed where he lives. They did not change like the actual like thing. Surely, very odd.
I don't know, they might have changed Roshan's ID.
They changed his address, and now Dota's like, who is this man?
And now Roshan...
What is this tornado doing in my pit?
Was Wildman Beats actually immortal at some point?
Wilderman Beats? I don't know. I'm not big on Wilderman Beats history. I'm big on Wilderman Beats currently, where he's getting jumped by 4 of these guys, and almost actually even got away with it until Axe. No wait, he still did get away with it because his team showed up in that time. Never mind.
Their team has no damage right now. They're too
The
far
team
behind.
has damage.
No, I mean Dire has no damage.
That's true, yeah.
He had a 3k health Dawnbreaker. Like in 10 seconds. It was a 10-second fight.
I thought maybe that
Maceless
was...
void.
Oh no, that was the last piece for Ags for poor DK. It's very sad. I thought maybe at the very least Dawnbreaker was going to give her life to win that team fight. They won the team fight, she didn't even die. 1453 into the Radiant's pocket. 453 gold falls out of the Dire's pocket. DK's going up to T3, but the problem is A, he doesn't have a creep wave here. It's very far back. B, the Dire is so low level that their respawn time is like nothing, so they're going to be up by the time the creeps get here. Spear Breaker comes in, charges the DK from the back with all speed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they're just going to disengage. Oh, Spirit Breaker is going to try and prevent them from disengaging, and then he's going to figure out how quickly you can lose all your mana if Pangolier hits you. Jaso, probably doing the right thing, just staying as far away from humanly possible, trying to get back above the Neeks Assassin. That'd be a good objective.
Radiant's
AC coming out on the Dawnbreaker. That was probably not a good trade for Jaso, all things considered, who snipes a courier, then gets sniped by Jumpman, and then loses his own courier. What an L. Poor Jaso. Ooh, if we're gonna mess there on the part of Power Bro, get detection. Even if he doesn't give old Glimmer Cape, you can basically bet Slark's gonna get some invis, my friend. You are a lion support. By detection, the mini-map looks weird. It looks like the mini-map structures are like way further into the uphill than they really are. Which I don't think those things really move, so very strange visual glitch. Guys, by detection, please. Shadow Shaman wanted to protest this, is going to protest being alive instead. Axe jumps in, Dawnbreaker follows up. Axe is going to survive, but they're going to take the Spectre, who tried to jump in from behind. He is going to take out the Lion before he goes, but very small comfort to him. Sherbrix does get to put down the snakes before he subsequently actually lives, because everyone forgot that he does that. Whoops.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Small skirmish here below, just south of this. Ends pretty inconclusively between the Slark and the Pangolier. I believe that was both their ults were using that. Pangolier pretty low. He still has his Aegis, though. Axe just whiffed the Culling Blade. awesome play from Wildeman, who just smashed those two guys to bits, kept everybody alive.
Middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under
Is just walking around, just looking like this. I hope that's real. I hope that's not just a replay bug.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Tuned to LT2LC, very uncompetitive game. It is the way of the Dota, true.
Has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Yeah, it's a very strange season. I mean, this is like an uncompetitive game that, on paper, it should be uncompetitive the other way around. Like, if you looked at the stats of these two teams, how things have been going for these two lineups leading up to this, you would think this would be the Jaso team doing the stomping. Not so much the case here. Dawnbreaker going to get called in here, going to get pretty messed up by the axe. The Dawnbreaker ult kind of misses everybody of value. Look at all this nonsense going on here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This has got to be it, right? Oh no, one last hurrah. Or at least one last hurrah on the part of the axe. I assume the Spec and the Slark are just waiting for a good call to happen.
Are fortified.
Thinking. Okay, no good call, but the Slark buyback has come out. Maybe he was just trying to wait till the Dragon Knight ult was almost over. Axe call happens. That does, in fact, get the Spectre to come in. Is going to actually very quickly take the Trashboat when the rest of the team just kind of ignores it for a second. But that's also going to be a dieback for both her and the Slark. So maybe not the big kill they were hoping for. Trashboat just comes back in immediately on the oh, that is here. The outpost that I was going to say is not here right now.
Middle tower is under attack.
And Jaso calls the G's. We're going home. Last week they finally lost a single game. This week they got 2-0'd. I mean, they really probably should have gotten 2-0'd last time, but what can you do? I think perhaps maybe this is a little steam coming out of the engine now that people know these guys and the tricks. You know, something I predicted all the way back in the community content, you know. And they did do a good job making some of those early weeks count. But it feels like, you know, dropping to the Cryptic team I get. Cryptic team, I think, is the perhaps unquestioned second place on the lineup right now. But dropping it to the Trashboat team who went 1-1 against the Chon team, I don't know. What happened here? I mean, I got some theories. The Golden Dragon stand-in probably, unfortunately for, oh man, look at those hero bands. I can't even remember the last time I touched those. Anyway, yeah, the stand-in, I think, it made it look like the Liquid Jopa, the Gaslight Gatekeep Girl boss, that guy. It made it look like he was a big component of this team. Because Golden Dragon stood out like a sore thumb in both games. He did better on the Axe than he did on the Tidehunter, which is a very low bar, to be blunt. He didn't do good. It seemed like classic Golden Dragon, just the same thing we kind of saw out of him the last couple of seasons. Just sitting at the bottom of the net worth chart. Very reluctant to hit creeps. Some initiates that just lead to him getting squashed, doing nothing much more than that. Very unfortunate series of events for him. Maybe Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss / Liquid Jopa / whatever you want to call that guy is it. Maybe he's the guy who's calling shots. Maybe he's the guy who's putting their dress together. I don't know. But you could definitely feel the stand-in this week. It felt like nobody was on the same page. It felt like even the obvious things, like in the first game, you know, I was talking about how you never once saw the Chronosphere with the AA ult, and that was not a situation where the P3 gets involved at all, and that was still happening. I don't know. Off week without him? I don't know. Very big performance from the Trashboat lineup. I mean, obviously, this is their biggest week so far by a very large margin. Yeah, after being a jabroni team for the first couple of weeks, I guess nobody can call them that anymore after this. It did feel like there was a degree to which it came out this way just because of the Why So Serious lineup kind of fumbling, but I think these quick offense related teams, they seem to be doing good. In particular, uh, the Wilderman Beats, who has so far not really had a particularly good season, just had a super baller game this time, pretty baller game last time. Jumpman on the Neeks Assassin. I guess everyone's going to start first banning this or picking entirely around it. It was interesting because they kind of picked Cerberix around it. Like they thought, oh, the problem is that it's just feeding on the support, right? So we'll get a support that the Neeks isn't going to just gut. And that didn't do it. That didn't really even help that much, to be honest with you. He still died a whole bunch. And then they picked like the Spectre into it, and sure, it's not like it was that many times when Nyx just randomly found the Spectre and she died instantly, but it was enough. So very odd. I don't know. Feels like two different versions of these teams to a good degree. It feels like a very big performance on the part of the Juggling Juggernauts. Feels like a big back foot performance on the Jaso team. Um, and it feels like everybody on the Juggling Juggernauts should pat themselves on the back right now from that whole performance. What do you think, Ice Frog? If you were somebody, oh, I thought that was your whole thoughts. Was
Rough game.
it's true. If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 in a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get into this season, but it is not too late to stand in. They're always needed. It is not too late for in-houses, which will be happening after the season. It's certainly not too late for queues, which are popping everywhere you look. Go to ld2l.gg, the Discord servers where all the action's happening. And we'll see you next time for Cryptic versus whoever they were facing this week. Luth. Cryptic versus Luth. That's it. See you then.